Okay, post haircut video. Let's do this real quick. Today I want to talk to you about how to overcome your fears and create your reality. Okay, how to create your reality by overcoming your fears. Because on the other side of fear lies the reality that you truly desire. And what's holding you back largely from making that leap over into that desired reality is your fear. So one of the easiest tricks to identify what your fears are, because honestly, as much as you might think you know exactly what you're afraid of and what you don't want to do, a lot of your fears are actually hidden, and they mask themselves in a lack of ability to perform certain tasks or achieve certain goals. What I mean by that is, let's break it down in this way, okay? In order to find your fears, and in order to overcome them by, flowing awareness into them and actually then taking action on them, is by turning your I can'ts into I don't want to's. This is something that I learned from the book Letting Go, like a year ago now. And this is something that really helped me. Everything that you think you can't do, you cannot do, is just something that you don't yet want to do. Something that you don't yet want to build up the courage to face. Something that you can do, but you are hiding that from your conscious mind by saying that it's beyond your reach. So that you, as your ego, you feel more comfortable and you feel more justified in why you don't yet have that. So for example, something like the ability to own a yacht, millions of dollars, right? Most of us automatically think, oh, I can't do that in my life. Automatically, because your mind is very means oriented and it automatically thinks of the millions of dollars required to get that yacht. And so as soon as you put an I can't do this onto anything in reality, you actually bar yourself off from ever potentially experiencing that reality. Because what occurs, what you manifest, always has to honor your belief system, your worldview. And if your mind believes that you are not capable of something, then you truly will never experience it. So this actually translates over into other things too. There are certain things that maybe you see other people do that you think that you cannot do, that you want to do, but you think you just flat out say, I cannot do. And now that automatically sets the stage for what's going to unfold later. Maybe you do try to do it, but because you have a strong definition on it that I can't do this, what you will experience, what you will manifest is you not being able to do that particular thing. For example, for a couple of months, right, when I had just started my journey and I was just doing my blog and I was writing all these posts, I was really getting pulled towards video, towards YouTube, towards Instagram video too. And during that time, I kept telling myself, oh, I can't do video, I can't talk that well, I can't blah, blah, blah. But all those I can'ts were just I don't want to's. Because I was afraid to be on video. I was afraid to put myself out there on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram because my friends would otherwise see it. And the things that I talk about are not really conventional, not really what most people talk about. So I was afraid of being judged. I was afraid of failing with my journey here on YouTube or Instagram. So you see, my I can'ts were just I don't want to's. Similar to, let's just say, when maybe you're watching my videos and I ask you and I recommend to you, to create a certain type of mindset. I say, don't react to other people. Don't react to reality. Be always, centered in your awareness and respond with awareness rather than reacting. I know a lot of people automatically, I know this because I hear it in the comments, and I know this because I have a lot of clients that do the same thing that I have to help them work through. They automatically, while I'm even saying that, automatically put a definition right on it, like, oh, I can't do that yet, Sonny. I can't act the way that you do, Sunny, right now. But I'm working to get there. But you see that distance that you're projecting from where you are and where my mindset currently is, maybe, or someone else's mindset. Let's just say, like, you know, if you're looking at the Buddha's teachings or Jesus Christ, anything, the distance that you project is now what you create in your future, is now what you manifest. So in the next moment, you will truly manifest you being unable to act in that way. And there will, if you are always believing that there is a distance between you or me, or you and someone else, then every time, every moment, what you will manifest is that distance again and again and again. And so I constantly even recommend to people in the comments, and obviously my clients, that to not ever think of any of this, never project a distance between where you are and where the other person currently is. In ability, in, you know, state of mind, in material possessions, anything. Don't project a distance from where you currently are and what you know, and that reality. But coming back to the topic of this video, if you say I can't have that state of mind when dealing with people, then you truly won't be able to when the moment comes. But your I can't is actually just an I don't want to. I don't want to yet, Sunny, act in that way, because I at some level enjoy acting in the other way. I on some level am attached to acting on that other level, in being the way that is comfortable to me. So you see, your I can'ts help you not go for what you want, yet still being able to justify and rationalize why you are not actually going for it, so that your mind can have a sigh of relief and keep you in your constricted, you know, comfort zone. But in this comfort zone, there is no desired reality, right? You can accept your circumstances, you can enjoy them, but you still have this desire from within you that is trying to force your expansion, but you are not following it. And then at the same time, you are justifying to yourself why you are not going for it, so that you can ease the discomfort. But this discomfort builds up more and more and more. Expansion is inevitable, but are you going to follow it willingly, or are you going to be dragged? Following it willingly doesn't cause pain, but being dragged, as you know, will cause a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. So my message to you with this video, to overcome your fears and identifying the fears first, by turning every single time you notice yourself saying I can't do this, actually rephrase it and say I don't want to do this. By saying I don't want to do this, now it comes to the surface that, oh, I'm actually choosing not to do this. I'm actually choosing not to have that yacht. I'm actually choosing not to have that state of mind when something challenges me. I am choosing to not have my desired reality. See, creating reality is a choice. It is a choice that you make moment by moment. And what keeps you from consciously exercising that choice is your I can'ts. So to make it even clear to yourself, to make this choice conscious, first turn your I can'ts into I don't want to's. And in the beginning, if you still, can't muster up the courage to go for it, that's okay. But when you keep saying I don't want to the things that you actually want to do, then eventually a certain motivation is built up inside that inspires you to go forth with courage to your desired reality. Awareness leads to courage. There's no such thing as other people being more courageous than you. There is no courageous people and not courageous people or fearful people. It's just people who have awareness, a greater heightened sense of awareness, are more certain about reality and the truth of life, and other people who are restricting that knowledge from entering into their awareness. Therefore, obviously, fear, suffering, pain is inevitable in that constricted comfort zone. So awareness will, continue to push you towards that desired reality until you just go for it. The first day, I shared this in an interview that I did recently with, that I actually aired on this channel, with Brian from the Reality Revolution, that the first day I went public on Facebook with my business, with Personal Mastery Quest, my heart was beating so much because that was a move that I had been wanting to make for so long, but I always just told myself, I can't go on. I'll just keep it to YouTube, or I'll just keep it to Instagram on, secret, but away from all my friends, away from all my peers. And the day that finally came and I was inspired, like, your desired reality just manifests and you go do what you have been thinking that you cannot do, that is beyond you. And then finally it's this release. You have just now leveled up. You have just now become more powerful. You have just now realized more of your true self as this infinite being who has infinite capability to do whatever he or she wants. And then you continue to move forward. So up until this day, I use this technique. I constantly, every single time I think of, because there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I can't do that. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's a choice that I'm making. So let's make another choice. All right, this is a very effective technique that you need to start implementing right now. Every single day, every single time you say, I can't do this, realize I don't want to, and then actually go make that choice, go do it. Little things first, bigger things eventually, or now, if you can just do it. So do it. Remember, you are powerful, you are whole, you are infinite. So stop allowing these little challenges, these little realities to control what you are, which is infinite possibilities. All right? So implement that right now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. Check out my free accelerated reality masterclass down in the description box below. All right? I will see you in the next video.